Hey there, responders and RMPs. Chrissy Brooks here with hypotheticals for August of 2026. Can't believe it's August. Kids will be going back to school. Hey, grab your decision tree. We are going to get started. Today, it looks like we are dealing with some dry ice with a miscellaneous 9 label on it. So, again, grab that decision tree. We are going to work through every page, reading every word, because you know what? It's good practice. It's going to keep your mind fresh when you have that emergency situation. So here's our hypothetical scenario. As you're walking off the belt after the sort, you find this package in a tote under the belt. The preloader tells you that they just discovered it on the brown truck as they were finishing the load. You see multiple frozen whole fish, a bag with dry ice that is sweating and evaporating, a miscellaneous 9 diamond hazard label, and a wet box. This package is not generating heat, smoke, visible fumes, vapors, or irritating the skin or eyes in any way. Answer the questions below based on this scenario. So, what box is our decision tree going to lead us to? Excuse me. So, is it generating heat, smoke, fumes, vapors? No. Leaking too large of a quantity for us to neutralize or clean up? Also no. So we're going to come down here to our box right here. First question, do we have a diamond hazard label? We do. We have a miscellaneous 9, which is still considered a diamond hazard label. So we come over here. It's not something on our list that is prohibited in our system. So we get a no. This box is also a no. It's not something that's allowed in the system, but it's too dangerous for us to clean up. So we come over here to this box and it asks us, basically, is this a common household product? No, I don't keep a lot of dry ice around. I don't know about you, but I don't really need it. So we're going to have a responder deal with this. Package and related spill must be handled by the UPS designated responder. Refer to the appropriate response sheet for hazards and PPE. Follow response action steps to clean up the spill. So we are going to click on our yellow box. And then which response sheet or containment sheet are we going to go to? We're going to go find our class 9 limited quantity label, because that's what we've got on here is our class 9 limited quantity label. So let's go ahead and turn to that response sheet, which is on page number 6. So we've got our limited quantity class 9 right here. So our first question, what is the first item listed under hazards on the response sheet? Well, contact may irritate or burn the skin or eyes. So right here, contact may irritate or burn the skin or eyes. And the rest of them, fire may produce irritating or poisonous gases, may be poisonous if inhaled or swallowed or absorbed through the skin. Heat, spark, or flames may ignite the material. Vapors may travel to a source of ignition and flash back. The material may be toxic as well as flammable. PPE that I'm going to wear: goggles, boots, gloves, silver shield liners, and my apron. So I'm putting it all on. What does the decision tree tell us to do that specifically applies to this damage? Well, let's read our action steps. Keep all sources of ignition away from the substance. Avoid creating friction or sparks. Avoid any activity which will cause the material to become airborne. Solids. No absorbent is required for solids. Clean up all the spilled material and ensure all spill residue is removed. Place the absorbed material into a lined spill tray using a plastic shovel, fiber broom, and/or plastic dustpan. Transport the package to the package service center for further processing. Dry ice shipments bearing the class 9 label should not be processed through the DMP. Allow dry ice to evaporate in a well-ventilated area. U.S. small package, continue to the waste disposal flowchart and decontamination checklist. So, dry ice shipments bearing the class 9 label should not be processed through the DMP. Allow dry ice to evaporate in a well-ventilated area. So what you're going to do with this package, you're going to separate the frozen fish from the dry ice. You're going to take the dry ice outside, set it in a safe place, put some cones around it, maybe put some caution tape around it, keep people out of there, and just let it evaporate. It's going to evaporate up into the air, and then it'll be gone. So, next question, if we allow the dry ice to evaporate, what are we left with? Well, we have frozen fish and we have wet cardboard, but we're not supposed to process it through the DMP. Obviously, we're not going to take this fish home and make it for dinner. We're also not going to put it directly into the trash can, just like my leftovers from lunch. This is package generated waste, so we can't just chuck it in the trash can. So, because frozen fish is edible, therefore it's a non, and we also have wet cardboard from the melting that is also a non. So this would go into a clear non bag. You would be able to put your sticker on it, and then you can put it into the trash can. Dry ice will burn your skin if you come into contact with it. You should wear special protective dry ice gloves when you are handling it. This is true. We do offer special dry ice gloves. Whoever does your ordering in your building can order those for you. We want to be wearing those dry ice gloves if we are bare handling dry ice, because just the chemical resistant gloves isn't quite enough to protect your fingers from what that dry ice can do. So be sure that you have a pair of those dry ice gloves. If you don't, you could maybe use wads of paper towels. You just want to get something of some substance between your fingertips and that dry ice so that you don't get burned. Crazy, right? Dry ice will burn you. Weird. Waste disposal. I know that I need to access that waste disposal flowchart for every single leaker that I'm going to dispose of, and I know how to find it. If you don't, watch my YouTube video. It's very informative. Which box on the waste disposal flowchart did the damage lead to? So we have spilled or leaking liquid or powder. We didn't spill outside of a vehicle. We didn't enter the drain. We don't have reportable quantity. Does the spilled product fall into one of these categories? No nicotine, biohazards, pressurized cylinder, DEA control, pharmaceutical explosive? No. Are the contents verified as non via ETT? If you type dry ice into ETT, it's going to tell you item found. So this is our answer right here. We're going to end up in the blue box and follow our non-regulated item disposal procedures. Fancy for non-nons. We're going to solidify any kind of liquid. We're going to put the fish and the cardboard, anything else that may have gotten wet, into our clear bag, put on a non sticker, chuck it in the trash can. So we ended up in our blue box. And then these guys, hopefully, well, actually it's the 3rd, so you probably don't have your DOK done. That's totally fine. Still working on it. Hopefully you can get into ETT and you've signed into the MFA and generated your own password. Then we're going to fill this information out here. Make sure your employee number is correct. Division I am from is Omaha. And we're going to give the Monarch building credit for this hypo. Not really. I'm not on the list. But, so we're going to hit submit. Make sure you're hitting that submit button and getting to this page. And hey, guess what? We're done with one of our hypos. So I'm going to see you guys on the next video. Have a great, safe rest of your day.